In this video, I want to show you 3 exercises that you can do to improve your hip mobility. Hip joint is a big joint and it's a very important joint, and a lot of people experience pain, especially those who sit a lot or people who dance, who like to run or walk a lot. They also experience pain, and usually it's due to tightness in the hip and the tightness in the capsule. A lot of times the hip is stuck in external rotation, which means that people walk with their feet pointed outward. They walk like penguins. They feel better when they sit with their legs wide apart because it relieves the pain. And oftentimes they experience the pain in their bottom, which often results as a sciatica, the pain going down the leg. In this exercise, we are going to mobilize one hip at a time. So you're gonna need an exercise mat or a towel that you can sit on the floor, rolled towel, and 2 yoga blocks. You have to sit in a 90-90 position like I sit right now, and we are going to mobilize the right hip. Put the towel under the right thigh, like so. And if you feel like you're dropping to the left, then the towel is too high for you. If you feel like it's tight in the hip, you're not comfortable, you need to fold extra towel. Once you situate yourself comfortably, then take each yoga block into each hand, put it on the floor, and start rocking your hip forward and backward. It's pretty smooth movement. It's not very much to see, but you have to feel the bone moving in the capsule, sliding slowly forward and backward. So you hold the yoga blocks and you hold yourself up and keep rolling. It's a rocking motion, forward and backward. And if you feel pain, then you have to go to the position where the pain starts and stop there, and then go back, forward and backward. And the more you do it, the more freedom you should start feeling, the more loose and more fluid the joint should become. And now you're going to do the same for your left hip. So again, sit in a 90-90 position. Put the towel under the left thigh. Make sure it's not too high or too low. You're not dropping to the right side and your hip doesn't hurt. It's comfortably resting on the towel. Take yoga blocks into each hand, put them on the floor. Keep yourself straight and start rocking your left hip forward and backwards, forward and backward. Keep moving, keep rocking, and feel more and more freedom. And avoid compensating from your back like this. So this is not your hip very much, but your back. You look up straight and you don't move too much from your back, just your left hip. Forward and backward, forward and backward. And do this until you feel like you release some tension and it's a good fluid motion. It's not a lot of restrictions. And it may take some time. It may take a couple weeks or a couple months even, depending how tight your hips are. Now in the second exercise, we're gonna stretch the internal muscles of the thigh so you can have more mobility in your hips, in your internal rotation. You're gonna need the folded towel, yoga blocks, and you may need a belt, a yoga belt or a belt. It depends on how tight your hips are. So sit in a 90-90 position, put the towel under your right thigh, just like you did in the first exercise. Again, make sure the height is comfortable for you. And now take one yoga block with your left hand, put it on the floor, and now grab your right ankle and stretch your right thigh internally by pulling your right ankle towards your bottom. If you cannot reach your ankle with your hand, you can always use a belt. And you can put it around your ankle and gently pull it towards your bottom. So in this motion, the hip goes inside towards the floor, the ankle goes towards the bottom, like this. And now, once you feel the gentle stretch inside your thigh, your right thigh, stay there and keep breathing through your nose into your belly. Hold this position for 5 breaths in and out. And now you're going to do the same for your left side, left thigh. Put the towel under the left thigh. Make sure the height is good for you. Take the yoga block to your right hand, put it on the mat, and then grab your left ankle and gently pull it towards your bottom. And if you feel a good stretch inside your thigh, that's good. Stay there for 5 breaths in and out through your nose. Into your abdomen. And if you cannot reach your ankle or you don't feel enough stretch, you use a belt around your ankle and pull it towards your bottom. Just don't drop on your right side on the yoga block. Stay up, straight, and then keep breathing. Inhale through your nose into your abdomen and exhale through your nose. And hold this position for 5 breaths in and out. And in the last exercise, the third exercise, we're going to mobilize both hips at the same time so you have evenly mobile hips. You're gonna need 2 folded towels or a blanket and 2 yoga blocks. So put the towels between your legs and sit on them. Sit on the towels with your legs wide apart. Take the yoga blocks, put them in front of you, and slightly lean forward. And now you're going to do exactly the same what you did with each leg separate, but just now you do both. Your both hips, your both thighs will move inside and outside. So it's a rocking motion as if you sit on the horse, for example, and you rock with your pelvis. So the hips move inside and outside like this. It's not a lot to see, but more to feel how your pelvis moves around the hips. And now you can feel how different your hips are and try to move so that they're more and more the same as far as mobility. And keep breathing. Inhale, go backward, exhale, forward, again inhale, exhale, into your belly and keep rocking your pelvis around your hips. So this was hip mobility exercise series. I hope that helps you to have less pain, more mobility, and more ability to do things you like. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the other videos. Bye-bye.